Welcome to Capital Quality's Pilot and Group 2 Community of Practice webinar. To provide ongoing support for the Capital Quality on-site administrators, the Office of the State Superintendent of Education, in partnership with Hurley & Associates, is implementing a series of community of practice meetings for center directors and home providers. This community of practice series is part of an ongoing effort to build capacity and knowledge as it relates to addressing the 10 quality indicators articulated in Capital Quality's Continuous Quality Improvement Plan. This webinar is an edited recording and presentation of the community of practice conducted on Friday, July 27th and Saturday, July 28th of 2018. This community of practice focused on instructional supports as defined by classroom assessment scoring system and environment rating scales. It also afforded participants an opportunity to engage with fellow providers and learn about upcoming professional development opportunities. This is one presentation in a series of presentations designed to build the skills and competencies of providers participating in Capital Quality as it relates to the Infant Toddler Environment Rating Scale Revised, Family Child Care Environment Rating Scale Revised, and Classroom Assessment Scoring System Pre-K. Additionally, it will provide an overview of upcoming professional development opportunities identified by DC Child Care Connections and the Bainham Family Foundation. Lastly, the community of practice includes information on upcoming community of practice meetings and next steps for the Capital Quality community. During June's meeting, we discussed concept development, the first of the three-part series on instructional supports, as defined by the ERS and class. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention developed summary guidance on children's development titled Milestone Moments. During this month's community of practice, participants worked in groups to identify the ages at which children achieve developmental milestones. Capital Quality participants will continue to develop goals and action steps as part of the Continuous Quality Improvement Plan. Providers will also continue to monitor their progress towards these goals. We want to sincerely thank all of you for your ongoing commitment to continuous quality improvement and the Capital Quality community. We look forward to continuing our work with you. According to the class Pre-K manual, quality feedback assesses the degree to which the teacher provides feedback that expands learning and understanding and encourages continued participation. Feedback that fuels children's cognition can be demonstrated in various ways during classroom interactions. Commonly, we observe feedback when a teacher responds back to a child. For example, a child at the art easel shouts, "Look!" excitingly when the color on his paper changes from yellow to green after he strokes the blue paintbrush. His teacher comments, "Wow, look at that!" when you ran your brush with the blue paint across the yellow paint, it turned green. The feedback or information that is provided to a child enhances his understanding of the art experience. Teachers provide fuel in the form of feedback by responding to children to give assistance, prompting children to think about their actions or statements they have made, engaging in sustained back and forth exchanges to deepen their understanding, and giving specific encouragement to the children they are nurturing. Teachstone has developed various tools to measure quality feedback. For infants, quality feedback isn't defined as concept development. Instead, supporting higher level thinking infants is called facilitated exploration and early language support, according to the class infant. For toddlers and pre-K children, it is called quality feedback on the class toddler and class pre-K. We are using Teachstone's definition to support consistency across the systems. Many of you are also Quality Improvement Network sites. The video Fuzzy Ducks and Colorful Ribbons, available in the My Teachstone resource library, demonstrates 3 dimensions of early language support on the class infant. The 3 dimensions of early language support are teacher talk, communication support, and communication extension. Watch the video and find examples of teacher talk, communication support, and communication extension. Did you find these examples of early language support in the video? Let's start with teacher talk. The teacher describes infant's actions. Are you pulling it in and out? You're going back to the color book? You're right there at the edge. She also labels objects and colors. Duck, dog, bunny, blue fish, chick, green fog, green square, red, yellow, ribbons, and uses complete descriptive sentences. It doesn't come all the way out though. He has a soft ear. Is there a green frog under the green square? It's an awfully big book. Examples of communication support includes the teacher encourages infants to verbalize by initiating sounds chirp, 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 quack, 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 and repeating infant sounds ah. She also encourages them to speak by asking them questions. Do you want another book? What would you like to do? What's on the back? Are those fish, Ronan? Do you want to read this one? Examples of communication extension include the teacher provides words for infants' communication. All done. Are we all done with the book? Oh, you want ribbons. I think you're getting tired. And models turn taking with infants. Now, let's look at quality feedback as it relates to a toddler classroom. The video encouraging a child to build a block tower, available in the My Teachstone resource library, demonstrates quality feedback on the class toddler. Watch the video and consider the following questions. How does a teacher prompt the child's thought processes? Motivate the child to persist? Engage in a back and forth exchange with the child. Motivate the child to keep trying to build the tower higher, verbally and non-verbally. And what are some ways you can prompt thought processes when working with your children? In addition to example videos, Teachstone has other resources, including a guided reflection form used before, during, and after classroom observations to support teacher development. It can be used as a self-reflection tool, or it can be completed as a director-coach guided reflection tool. This form can also be modified to meet the needs of your staff. The video, More and Less, available on the My Teachstone resource library, demonstrates quality feedback on the class pre-K. Using the guided reflection form, complete it as if you were the observer in the video teacher's classroom. Identify strengths and areas for growth or suggested growth. Look for scaffolding, feedback loops, prompting thought processes, providing information, and encouragement and affirmation. Did you find these examples in the video? How about scaffolding? The teacher provides hints to help children figure out how many chairs will be needed for 5 guests. 4 chairs for 5 people. Make sure you count so you can keep track of how many chairs you got. How many people are standing up, Jewel? Examples of feedback loops. The teacher and the children engage in back and forth exchanges about what will happen to the cookies as guests continue to arrive. Why Kaylee thinks Grandma will be coming to the house, whether a billion people could be coming to the house, and how many chairs will be needed for 5 guests. As a result of the teacher's persistence, the children deepen their understanding of more and less. A child says, "Dang," when he sees that 5 children cannot sit in 4 chairs. Prompting thought processes. The teacher asks children to explain their thinking. Why do you think grandma's going to stop by? And think further about their responses and actions. And you think these 4 chairs are enough for 5 people? How many is that? What about providing information? The teacher responds to the children's comments and actions by providing information that clarifies and expands on concepts. For example, when a child says, "That's a lot of people," the teacher expands on this comment saying, "That's lots more people." And when Jules says she doesn't agree with Kennedy about how many chairs are needed, the teacher clarifies, 5 people are coming. She also provides encouragement and affirmation. The teacher recognizes children's efforts. She points at Kaylee and smiles as she reads, "It was Grandma," validating the child's accurate prediction, and says Kennedy was right. We needed 5 chairs at the end of the chair experiment. Did we accomplish everything? Did we provide an opportunity to discuss promising practices? Did we provide an overview of instructional supports across the ages? Did we provide an overview of how My Teachstone can support instructional supports? My Childcare DC is currently available. Visit today for more information for families and early learning professionals. The new Professional Development Information System, PDIS, was built to replace the Professional Development Registry, PDR. PDIS will allow professionals to register for and track training, upload and store necessary documentation, input work experience, generate a resume, and gain access to valuable resources. Sign up today. DC Childcare Connections publishes current professional development opportunities within PDIS. Please share upcoming October 2018 college fair information with early childhood staff. Spotlight on professional development. View these upcoming professional development opportunities and others via the PDIS. Early Childhood Share DC is an online sharing platform for providers. Over 1,000 classroom and administrative resources plus vendor discounts are available on the site. To access the site, visit ecsharedc.org. Establish a profile, and a team member from EC Share DC will contact you to complete registration. You must have your center or home licenses on hand to register. As you work with your quality facilitator, you will continue to monitor progress. The next Community of Practice meeting for Pilot and Group 2 providers will be held on Friday, August 24th and Saturday, August 25th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. We are always available. Please follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Visit the OSSI website for up-to-date information. Feel free to contact Dr. Catherine Kagera or Pillow Parker for questions related to capital quality.